Nuggets number 4. Today I want to introduce you how best to develop your child's brain tracks. Now this is my book on winning the digital war for millennials and us all. What happens is this: if we put a child on the digital screen from young days, more than 25 minutes at a time, the digital effect will not stop. The effect of the pixels streaming photon into the retina and that getting translated into the brain has long-lasting effects beyond the time the child is on the screen. So what happens is the child is getting kinesthetic, acoustic and visual stimulation too much, wiring it all for the disco scene, the entertainment. So the child will be distracted with the slightest sound, and with any little movement the child will also try to move, and with any little color child will be distracted. He cannot keep his attention span. Now of course a small child does not read and write for a long time, but even at the age of 3 the child must be involved in a creative, meaningful toy and play for at least 10 to 15 minutes. That's how you get his attention span to 20-30 minutes by the time he is going to school. Otherwise, the school and the parents will have fisticuffs. The teacher will say, your child disturbs the class, he is not learning. And the parent will say, that is why I send the child to school, that you may teach the child. But the issue is this: most of the time, child's screen habits and brain abilities get developed at home, and the teacher is helpless. There is a real problem in modern education. So what must you develop? The child has 7 tracks. The first one is empathic, intuitive. How do I think about myself? Second one is empathic, relational. How do I begin to relate to others? Third one is linguistic. I have already told you before the age of 3, please don't give the screen at all. Fourth one is managerial, mathematical, planning. Those 4 tracks help us to do work. We also have kinesthetic, acoustic, visual. Those 3 tracks help us to show work. So what do you want your child to become? Do work or show work? Obviously the answer is that mostly do work and sometimes show work. But if you put the child on the digital screen over much and too early, child will not be thinking about relationships. He will have no inner sense of who he is. He will have no sense of time, plan, and worst of all, his speech will scramble. Every Friday I see parents and children at 6 p.m. at the Colombo Empathic Learning Center. You need to give a telephone call 077-151-2801 and get an appointment for your child free of charge. There's no cost. And we have developed the Empathic Learning Center with arts and crafts, music therapy, tactile therapy, den and dare, grips and ropes, many activities to see that the child goes through activities that a child should do. We call it right learning and recovering childhood. I have written a book about this. You need to get a book. Our books are available from our own center and also from Vijitayapa and from Lake House and from Sarasavi bookshops all over the island. Invest in some of the books that will help you to do parenting well in a digital age. Your child does not have to lose his curricular potential, future brilliance to the digital screen. Remember mom, remember dad. We are not born brilliant. We are only born with the potential. We are to be trained brilliant. Let's meet together. Digital science, not just fight to follow.